you guys. So let me fill y'all in. This person is someone very special to me. I have been keto for the last year. And let me tell you, the year before that, I tried it by myself and failed miserably. And I found this amazing coach to get me on the right track doing keto. And I have lost 50 pounds, you guys. And that is because of this woman here. Her guidance has been amazing. She checks in with me. She keeps us on our toes, let us know what we can actually have and not have. So I would love to introduce you guys to the Keto Bombshell, Coach Shar.
Hey guys, how are you? Thank you so much, Daniel, for that introduction. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is our first Slayer Hour where all the questions are asked by you guys. So feel free to drop your questions, but I also have a bunch of questions that people sent in earlier via stories. So before we get into the questions, tell me a little about you and your keto journey.
So my name is Shar, and I'm a keto coach, as Danny just said. What I do is I help women that want to be on a ketogenic journey. I help guide them through either weight loss coaching, one-on-one coaching, or even just really social media and just giving out free resources and free game about how to actually lose weight a sustainable way that you can actually keep it off, like Ms. Danny losing 50 pounds. And, the journey continues. So that is really what I do. And I try my best to be impactful in the keto community, especially for African American women and women of color, just to let them know the health benefits of actually finding this lifestyle and utilizing it to continue to not only lose weight, but maintain it, better our health, better our comorbidities if we have high blood pressure, diabetes, what have you. Keto is really the way. So that is my mission and my role in life. That is my charge. This is what I do.
And let me tell y'all, it's working. Y'all. It's working. Let me tell you. Not only do you do all of that, but you also have been able to build a community around yourself that is supportive of each other. My first question here is from Nikki McKilly. And it says, is it healthy for yourself? Is it healthy to do? My friend is on it and she is having headaches because of less sugar.
Yeah, keto is absolutely healthy for you to do. Like your friend is experiencing headaches, probably due to low electrolytes. So what I would advise her to do, or anybody that's experiencing any kind of side effects like that, like headache, nausea, tiredness, is due to low electrolytes because of the way that our body processes fluid on the keto diet. So tell her to either come to my Instagram. I have a post on what supplements are best for keto, or you can point her to, my website. But you can also honestly tell her to go on Amazon and search for any kind of electrolyte supplement like Ultima, or also Keto Beam is one that I like. So there are supplements out there that can help you. But right now, since she's probably suffering, I would say to get some electrolyte stat, some type of salty substance like pickle juice or broth, which is readily available without you having to actually order a supplement. So in the meantime, she needs to get in some type of sodium, and that will help her feel better.
Yes, I know that during that time period that I was doing keto without guidance, I had the keto flu all the time. And I was like, this is not working for me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But I also didn't realize how much research I hadn't done. Man, okay, so a lot of people are wondering what keto actually is. So can you explain what keto is?
Sure. Keto is short, first of all, for ketogenic. Okay, so it's really the full name is ketogenic. We're on what's called a ketogenic diet. which is a form of a low carb diet. We're just lower in carb than other forms of low carb, right? So hence the ketogenic part. And when you cut your carbs as low as we do, it puts your body into a state of what's called ketosis, which means that your body is producing ketones in your liver, and you are using those ketones for energy as your energy fuel source instead of glucose, aka carbs and sugar. So we are a low carb, high fat, moderate protein way of eating. I don't like to say diet, but the word applies in some certain forms, but it's not a traditional diet. It is a lifestyle. So that's essentially what we're doing. We're cutting out bread, we're cutting out sugar, we're cutting out pasta, we're cutting out cakes, pies, and cookies, chips, all the good stuff, basically, right? So we're focusing on protein, healthy fats, and vegetables. That is the main nucleus of our diet. But we still eat good.
There's a common misconception that all you can eat is salami and cheese and bacon, and that's
bacon
it.
And butter.
Look, and that is not true at all.
Not true.
But let me tell you guys, honestly and truly, it scared me. Oh my gosh, no chips. I'm addicted to French fries. I can't live without that ever. Now, whether you choose to do it for a short amount of time or forever, it's your new lifestyle, you don't miss it. You don't miss it. And if you keep trying to replace things that are not keto with keto things, fake bread or tortillas, then you'll be chasing that thing forever and it will never taste the same. But if you just try new things and supplement in different ways with things that actually taste good, then you'll be successful. All right, we have a question here. How would a keto lifestyle be beneficial for someone with congenital, hypothyroidism?
Hypothyroidism, yeah. A lot of my clients have thyroid issues. Even though it can be extremely difficult for someone with thyroid issues to lose weight, I have quite a few ladies that have that condition. The weight loss is slower, but they are able to actually lose weight while doing a ketogenic diet, and they love it. They go in knowing that their weight loss is challenging due to their health issues, but it does help you lose weight. Eventually, over time, and I'm not saying right away, over time, it will help regulate some issues that you have. Keto is not just strictly about weight loss. If you have issues with losing weight, issues with gaining weight, it helps repair those issues. But I would say check with your doctor first if you have those kind of conditions with your thyroid being overactive. It's just see if you're clear to do it, and if you are, give it a shot. Do your research though. Do your research, and because it's not gonna be traditional where you're aiming towards weight loss.
Yeah.
If weight gain is what you're seeking, but we do keto for health benefits. It's not just about the weight loss.
Yeah,
that's a common misconception too.
And let's do this while we're on the topic of misconceptions. Tons of people, when I say I am keto, tons of people say that, oh, I don't want to lose 30 pounds in 1 week. That's unhealthy for you.
We wish.
Right. What do we have to say to them, Coach? It's not like that at all.
No, it's honestly, people think that we lose weight so rapidly on keto because they see those transformations and they think that the time frame is so short, but in reality, when you're in your journey, when you're personally on it, it seems like forever. In real time, it's the same amount of time probably as someone who went towards a traditional diet or something else. Like, we're literally losing 1 to 2 pounds a week max, if we lose anything, right?
Yes.
And of course, in the beginning, you'll see a lot of dramatic results, but that's with any 360 lifestyle change that you make, guys. And it's not that keto is a magic pill or a magic wand and blah, ha, ha. Dan just lost 50 pounds overnight. It doesn't work like that. She had to put in work. She had to eat healthy. She had to plan her meals. She has to stay on top of what she's supposed to do. Yes. She has to be accountable for her actions. Like, she said her birthday's coming up. She knows she can't have no birthday cake. You know what I mean? But it's not like, because I'm keto, I can do what I want. I'm just going to lose weight. It doesn't work like that. Nor do you want it to. You don't want to lose 30 pounds overnight. We say that, but we really don't. We really want to lose weight healthily.
In the beginning, just like Coach said, you can drop you can drop a lot of weight or more than you normally would. Yeah. But then it evens out.
It evens out. And the reason you lose the water weight so quickly is because carbohydrates really cause inflammation, right? So inflammation is just another way of saying that your body is holding on to water, right? You're retaining water. You're inflamed, right? Mm-hmm. So when you cut carbs as drastically as we do, you lose all that inflammation so quickly. That's why you see those big drops sometimes. Not everybody. You see those big drops on the scale right away because it's water just flushing off your system. Yeah. That don't mean that that's a bad thing. It's the good thing. You want it off, right? So you can get to the fat. But really when you lose weight, on the scale, it's a mixture of water, fat, fluids. It's not just straight water. It's not just straight fat. It's a mixture. So, just take it in stride.
Okay, Caleb, I did not forget about you. I see you. Her question is, what keto supplements do you use after a workout?
I don't use supplements after a workout. I've been trying myself to find a keto-friendly pre-workout. If they so happen to have a post-workout, that would be great. But it's very hard to find. So the supplements that we take are not centered around working out, but you just want to make sure you're getting your protein in. If you need extra protein, if you're really working out heavy, you need to do that. But outside of that, just, business as usual. Like we're not doing anything extreme.
Yeah,
keto is that way. People think keto is very supplementy, right? Like they think it's very pilly, shoddy, supplementy shakes type thing. It's really not. We're really just eating food. We really are on the opposite end of the spectrum in regards to supplements. Like we're really not taking a lot of stuff.
Yes, man. And that's the other thing that you always tell us is that a lot of these powders and the gummies, it's all sugar. It's all full of sugar. Sugar. There are some keto vitamins and there are some keto supplements, but you don't really need it. That's why I try not to take stuff myself, and I find that when I don't, and I just drink my water, replace my electrolytes, and eat properly, I do good, and I don't need it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. The supplements that I really found have just been through research to kind of enhance your body, but it doesn't really affect your weight loss.
And what you really notice starting out, like you said, starting out any new meal plan, any new diet, you reduce the amount of food and carbs that you're consuming, which is for sure what happened to me working with you. It's just like you got to measure everything. And I'm like, man, I don't need to measure. I could just put a little sprinkle, some little cheese. No, you need to measure and put it in the carb manager, and then you really will see the results.
Yes, ma'am.
I see Mako Walker, but she says, what is keto versus low carb? I mean, carb count wise, is there a carb limit? Like this is where keto starts and low carb ends?
Yeah, I mean, theoretically, yes. Just as like general guidelines, absolutely. Like keto, we try to stick to 20 net carbs and below, whereas low carb is more of they say 50 net carbs for their threshold, but keto is kind of very firm with the macros in regards to how much carbs you can have because you have that threshold of ketosis, right? So low carb, people that do low carb are not in ketosis necessarily, whereas people that do keto are in ketosis, but they're still considered low carb. We just the low of the low.
Yes, I mean, you just really have to be smart about it. You have to measure out what you're doing, be aware of those carbs. Man, I'm telling you guys, keeping track of those carbs is so important. If you want to do keto, if you want to be low carb, keeping track of those carbs is really important because so many things have hidden carbs.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, and you know what? Low carb, it's harder to keep track of your macros when you're low carb than it is if you're keto. Because keto, you can only go so far. Low carb, you got a way bigger playing field. So it's hard to keep track of that playing field. If you up at 50, you like, well, I can do this. Well, I can do that. Well, I can do, like, you have a lot of room for error because you don't really know how that's going to affect your body. Like some people, it works out. But, if you're not tracking even low carb, you could be in trouble.
Okay, I see Bonnie Bakes has, how long did it take you to lose 50 pounds? It took me about a year. In and out of challenges, trying to keep my sanity while I was out of challenges. But, patience, you're not always going to lose weight. That's just not the way weight loss should work. It shouldn't be a straight down. It's, sometimes you plateau out, and that's totally okay. Marmar Thinks Too says, I know what this answer is going to be. She says, I'm having a hard time getting enough fats. Any recommendations?
Yeah, absolutely. So what you want to do is go towards the liquid fat. So if you're struggling to get your fat in, first and foremost, you want to start with the fattier cuts of protein. So instead of like chicken breast, you want to do chicken thighs, chicken wing. Instead of ground turkey, you want to do beef. Like you want to go towards those fattier cuts of meat instead of, a filet. You want to go towards a ribeye because it has fat in there. So you want to do that first. And then after you do that, if you're still not getting in enough fat, then you want to go towards the liquid fat. So like the avocado oil, the coconut oil, the grass-fed butter, things like that are going to help you out a lot. MCT oil, olive oil, but just as long as you're not using like man-made oils like peanut and vegetable and stuff like that, as long as you're not abusing those, then you're good. So you want to use that liquid fat, add it to your veggies. You can, even like steak, you might get away with some butter on some steak. But just be mindful of how much fat you're really supposed to have, because that's another misconception, is that you need to get fat in. Once you reach a certain point, a couple of weeks on keto, you don't have to like overdo the fat. Y'all know I hate when people overdo the fat. Like that is like that is a huge pet peeve of mine. You really want to burn the fat on your body first and foremost. Like you want the state of ketosis to be burning up body fat for fuel, not butter all day. So like make sure you know how much fat you should be getting in and go from there, because it may not be as much as you think.
And then, Coach, you also have a new program launching for those who know a little bit about keto, huh?
Yes, let's talk about it. Yes, I am doing a masterclass for people that want to become a keto coach. And we're going to be talking about all things business, how to start your business, how to form your business, how to market your business, how to brand your business, just really how to find your voice in the weight loss community without it being like, Bobsy twins, you know what I mean? Like with us having our own originality, our own lanes, and our own strengths, because everybody has a story. And so I'm really teaching people how to use their story to pivot that into their own keto coaching business, because keto is keto, right? Keto is pretty standard, but how you approach it and how you are impacting your audience is what's different, so that is what I'm teaching in my master class. I'm excited. I was working on content for that today. I was like, oh my God, it's so much.
Thank you so much, Coach. We love having you on here. We're going to have you on here again.
Yes.
Full Q&A. Everybody can get their any more keto questions answered.
Thank you so much for having me, Danny. I appreciate it. We got to do a follow-up. We're gonna do it again. Okay. We will. Every day, all day. Thank you so much for having me. It's so fun seeing you in the professional mode. Like, I love it. You do so well. You do so well.
Thank you, Coach.
The bombshells are so amazing. You're the bomb. And I'm so proud of you for losing that 50 pounds and just being such a support to everyone. I really, really appreciate you.
All right, y'all. So that was a lot of information there. But I will tell you, you need to go over to the Keto Bombshell, the Keto Bombshell. Her Instagram, I really am on keto. I really am taking her challenges. I really have lost 50 pounds. And let me tell you guys, I didn't even know I needed to lose that 50 pounds. Now, I did not need to lose that 50 pounds, but I didn't know I had that 50 pounds to lose. You don't even realize how much the weight accumulates or how unhealthy of a lifestyle you're living. But go on ahead, sign up for keto, get into a healthy lifestyle if you're not in one already, and just feel better about yourself. That's really all it's about, is feeling better about yourself on the inside. Now, our small business of the day is God is Dope. I love God is Dope tees. They have them in all kinds of colors, all kinds of slogans on their t-shirts. They are amazing. So you can head over to their Instagram and shop there, shop there. We love you, Slay Nation. Have a great weekend. Bye.